What's up, everybody? Welcome to Melanated Mastermind. It's a collective of like-minded African Americans and entrepreneurs and businessmen and women. Today, we got a special guest, my brother, my mentor, my barber when I was in Atlanta for 5 years, who has progressed into something else that he's going to tell us about. Yizzy, Mr. Exclusive. What's going on?
What's happening, bro? How you doing this morning?
I'm cool. And we up early with the birds.
Absolutely. The best way to get it. I knew when I told you 6 a.m. you'd be with it. So I'm like, bet, let's get this cracking, the real, so they can see what's really going on.
For sure. So what's been good with you, man? Like I said, you've been my barber for 5 years, but it's deeper than that.
Mm-hmm.
You're a dope individual, man. So, I got to give flowers to everybody. And name of the show, Melanated Mastermind, you definitely a part of my mastermind for real. So
sure.
Anything that was cooking in the kitchen, you was a part of. Any apps I was doing, you was there in the beginning, got ideas with you. Like, yeah.
Yeah, facts.
Talk about it.
All that. You brought back some memories. Hell yeah. I mean, we've just been getting to it. Like you said, since I met you, it's been nothing but progress, nothing but, positivity, and just figuring out different ways to grow and expand. Neither one of us has really let up. And I'm just happy to see you in this space. I definitely see the growth. I see where you're trying to go. Well, not where you're trying to go, where you're going. I see the different moves that you're making. And it just seems like, the stars are aligning for everybody that was kind of grinding during that time. And it's encouraging to just see other people winning too. It's not just about me winning. It's not just about you winning. It's about us winning together, and then being able to feed off each other's positive and growth and all the different things that are going on with family and business. So it's dope, man. I love watching it. I'm glad I'm a part of it, and I just appreciate you again for bringing me on.
Oh, thank you, bro. You had to be one of the first ones because,
Sure.
It's a mastermind, and I'm talking black business. I got to talk to you. I got to talk to you. I bought your book years ago, Entrepreneur.
Uh-huh.
Look, this is not just a barber, guys. This is a real entrepreneur, a real businessman. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's good with Entrepreneur? What was it about? How's the success? I see you got it back out here.
Yeah. So the book is called Entrepreneur, What I Wish They Would Have Told Me. And it's really just highlighting the just the things that I wish somebody would have told me when I first started business that had nothing to do with money, more so the intangibles of entrepreneurship. So like for each letter of the word entrepreneur, I came up with an intangible word that I felt was extremely important or underused or just not really taken for serious when it comes to entrepreneurship. So E being energy, N your network, T trust, R resources, like just different stuff that I felt like were going to project my business and project other people's business that nobody told me when I started my barbering career.
Okay. Do you feel like it's you followed those steps before?
Oh man, to a T, and then now that I'm in this second phase of just my growth in my eyes, past barbering, getting into more bigger business. I'm just seeing, how true those are. I mean, that wasn't just a compilation of some good ideas. That was really like the blueprint to entrepreneurial success for sure.
Okay. So, let's back up a bit. You said,
okay, bring it back.
You told me this, but you just smacked me with it yesterday like it was nothing. You was like, yo, I just cut my last head today. I'm done barbering. So let's talk about that. Like, because you classified as a celebrity barber. You cut the last season of Atlanta, you were the barber, the head barber on set. Right. So how do you go from celebrity barber? Why do you leave from cutting to what grooming specialist, teacher?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, I mean, I find a lot more value in the education, and I love all my clients, and it's just a time for my business period to grow. So I gotta pour into more people because I have a team. I got a staff now, so it would be selfish of me to be booked. I'll be booked up for whenever. But if they're not booked, they're not busy. They're looking at me like, yo, you supposed to be leading us to success, but it seems like you're the only one that's eating. So for me, I'm like, I would rather pour more energy into them and really just get them more well-versed and understanding what grooming really is about, because that's something they have a passion for. Me right now, my passion is business. So I'm really just focused on, growing my brand out, doing more of personal branding. Like today I got videos. I got a video shoot. I got a photo shoot. I have a couple consultation calls. So it's just a bunch of different things that I'm doing that's more on the business side of things instead of it just being more just about barbering.
And I talk to my friends all the time about you, because you one of my friends too. But anybody that's cutting heads, I'm like, yo, you got to meet my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny that D Battle came out to see you.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. But I'm trying to get you and Micah linked up for real, because it'll be some energy going there. But let's talk about it. What is Yizclusive Experience, and what are you teaching?
Right. So the Yizclusive Experience is my brick and mortar, my first brick and mortar. And it's not even a men's grooming spa anymore. It's really just a grooming spa, period, because we offer some women's services too, manicure, pedicures, facials, massage, signature haircuts, ingrown hair removal, all, the whole experience. And it also is a space for creatives and 9-to-5ers that kind of come and connect on a different level too, and enjoy like a different upscale type experience instead of just going to the regular salon or shop. And then, they can come and network and enjoy different things that they probably wouldn't get at the typical mom and pop spots. So we have, high-end colognes and perfumes. We have, complimentary wine and champagne. We have, just different stuff that adds to that experience. And I'm huge on that. And then as far as next level learning, that's just grooming education. So I'm growing that out and expanding that beyond barbering. And I'm starting to connect with some of my other beauty industry professionals that are friends that might be in brows, makeup, nails, whatever, and just having them be under the Yizclusive next level learning umbrella.
Okay. So what are you teaching barbers that they don't know?
Yeah, man, try to make more money without having to use your clippers, and there's so many other services that you can provide and different things that you can implement to make additional money, to add additional value, and to really just separate yourself from everybody else. So, with me knowing and doing this for so many years, I'm like, I need to package this and, be able to provide it for people that are looking to go to that next level in their career. And I've been able to train hundreds of people at this point, but now that I'm expanding and giving 100% to the education, it's going to be thousands in no time. And then we're doing virtual education as well. So that's what I'm shooting videos for right now. And that's going to be, content whenever, however, wherever you are, you can access it. So it's about to turn up.
Okay.
About to go.
So without giving anything away for free, what are you like really, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody comes there, how would they come? How would they leave? Like what kind of things would they know? Like maybe, skim a few things they may leave with.
Let me see. Pretty much just how to double the money in half the time. And a lot of barbers are okay or comfortable or used to working those 10 to 12 hour shifts every day. I would literally tell you, how to increase your price point, how to add an additional service, how to incorporate retail and products, and then cut your time in half to make it make more sense for you to be able to make, ridiculous amounts of money in a little bit of time. And I'll give you an example. I literally just got a guy fresh out of school. He's been with us for, I want to say, a month and a half. I've transitioned him into a management position, and he's making about $3,500 a week. And he was cutting heads for $15, literally less than a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So that changes everything for a person, going from making maybe $500 a week to making $3,500 a week in a month and a half. Like that's a huge deal. So because I'm confident in that, I know I can literally mix and mold and create, that perfect ideal barber that you're trying to become, or that you might not even know you have the potential to be.
So is this like across the board, or is this like is it by individual too? I know you
anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be anybody. It could be fresh out of school. You could be a 20-year vet. You could be anything in between. I can make it happen, but I really just identify your specific needs for where you're trying to go. And we pretty much create a roadmap and show you how to get there. And because I've been in so many different levels of barbering and spaces, whether it's just working at a typical barbershop, working in a salon suite, working at an at-home suite, having a brick and mortar, whatever it is, I've been able to figure out that space. And I just, create a curriculum for it.
So what, that's gold right there. So what are your
Appreciate it.
views on like traditional barbering setup and suite style? Are you like telling people to transition or stay, or does it matter what?
No, I mean, I think it's just about upping the standard in the typical traditional barbershop. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, except for the level of standard and the expectations. It's more of hustling haircuts instead of operating like a profitable business. And most barbershops really aren't profitable because of the environment they create for their clients or even for their barbers that are working there. So I think it's really just about increasing the expectation and the experience for the client, but also for the people that are working there as booth renters. You got to treat your people well. You got to take care of them so they take care of the shop, so they take care of their clients and value the experience for everybody. And then the suites, I mean, I think it's a great business model. That's actually probably about to be my second location that we're about to open up is suites. Yeah, so we're moving on to that and expanding, literally in the process of doing that right now. So, I mean, I think it's a great business model. It's all about what you need and where you are trying to go in your career. Because I use mine to pretty much build out my brand and build that brand recognition and the consistency and people just seeing like, oh, he's really about, this specific type of business. Like, he grooms more than just barbers. And he does the education and he's got a book and he has products and, different stuff like that. So that gave me an opportunity to be real strategic about what messaging I was putting out so I could target the right people. Then when it was time for me to expand, they already knew what I was doing, and anything else after that was just extra.
Okay. Do you feel like customer service versus products? Like, which one do you need more?
Both of them. I think both of them, honestly. And I think it's just understanding that, product solution is a part of customer service. You have to be able to provide solutions for your clients and your customers, whatever it is. And products aren't always tangible. Again, I can have virtual learning. That's a product of mine. So that's important. And that's a part of my customer service because I can offer my client more than just that haircut. That's what I'm huge on. Like, I don't want to just give you a cut because I know I have way more in me to give you. And most barbers do. All barbers do, but they just settle for the service, and then they might have bad customer service and they might not even give you a product. So it's like, it's really that next level is changing your mindset and understanding the mentality you need to be able to grow, and that's literally it.
I've had plenty barbers. Well, plenty. I mean, you know how I am. I'm gonna stick with my guy, but
Yeah.
like where their customer service really ain't nothing. They're late. They're eating while you getting cut. Traditional setup, leaving. It's like, where are you? You know what I'm saying? But people stay with them. Do you feel like there are more barbers coming up now, like taking those guys' slots, or like what's happening?
I do. Yeah, I mean, with people like me in the educational space, I'm shooting for that. Like, I'm pushing for people to slide in and start taking, people's space that aren't taking it serious because, they're lowering the standard of what the barber expectation should be. A lot of people are cool and comfortable and just understand that, oh, barbers are always late. They might be smoking and come in. There's a bunch of this going on, talking mess. Barbers work late night hours, haircuts at $20. Like, I'm changing the whole mentality when it comes to that. So people up their expectations for barbers, but barbers also are getting the credit, that they're supposed to be due. Because I do feel like it's a craft and a skill that should be taken serious. But, if the individual doesn't take it serious, nobody else will either. So, it's really on the person and how serious they take themselves in their craft.
So how much do you feel like monetary value do you feel like you add to someone? Do they is it gonna if they do next level?
Exponential.
Got you.
Infinite. Because it's if nothing else, it's just a spark to see like it actually happen in real time. Like, a lot of people will tell you, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing 6 figures and that, but one, just the space that they're in doesn't reflect that, or the mentality does not reflect that, or the way that they're getting it is just like, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, the traditional working 12 hours, charging $30, $40, that just shows that you haven't figured out what you need to actually be able to say, I'm a professional in this industry. Like, you're licensed, but there's something missing in the professional aspect, because professionals get paid top dollar. Professional athletes, professional doctors, they get paid on a whole different level. Being licensed just means you have you're able to do it. But, that's just kind of how I look at things. And I want to help more people that are looking to be professional all the way across the board to get paid like a professional.
So anybody who's like, basically you're saying somebody who's barbering, they're getting like minimum wage or average wage, but then when they go through next level learning, it's like getting a bachelor's or a master's degree.
Absolutely. Yep. That's a great. I love that.
More, yeah, use that.
Yeah, I will definitely use that. Yes, for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's just additional learning because a lot of the stuff you don't learn while you're in school, and they literally set you up to work in a barbershop your whole life. They don't give you the gems and the jewels that you actually need to be able to grow because a lot of the instructors are just working in barbershops.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So can I still get a cut? Like what? How?
I got a barber for you.
Oh, man.
I can put you in the right chair. Now, I had that talk with Mike, too. He like, so, what's up? I'm like, listen, I got a barber for you, bro. I've been training them like wolves, dog. Like,
that's crazy. Somebody got you through training, too. Like, you and, what do they call it? I don't know. You went through training because you had your answer.
Yeah, Morano. Yeah.
Oh, you got your answer together. Because you're like, oh, when people ask, you're going to get, you know what I'm saying? I got a barber for you. You talking about like two of your main guys. Like,
I train them to the point where it's like there's no letdown from my chair because everybody's going to want to come to me because they've been, rocking with me. And then when I say, hey, I'm done, they're going to be like, well, what are you supposed to do? And I'm like, shoot, I'm trying to create mini-me's. Not even that, just mini beasts. People that are able to provide, obviously the same experience. You got to get the same quality haircut, but you're also going to be able to grow with. So that's what it's about, me just changing their mentality too. Like I said, going from $15 a haircut to $3,500 a week, some had to shift. Some had to click. And it's really just understanding, your potential that you have as a business, not as a barber. Okay,
so what are you going to be getting into now? Like after barbering, like actually being in the chair. I know you're still going to be around a brick and mortar spot and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be around, like I said, doing education, more training, but also just figuring out my business exit strategy, So whether it's real estate, whether it's, different ways to provide value in the consulting space, just growing the brand out, and really just figuring out, what I actually have a passion for outside of just barbering. Because now it's, like I said, it's more business than anything. So I just got to figure out what my new niche is.
But it still came through barbering still.
Oh, absolutely. Best platform in the world. I mean, I always say that I feel like barbering is one of the best professions just because you connect with so many people on so many different levels, from the person that's straight out of jail to the person that just got $1 million deal to, police officers, dope boys. You meet a little bit of everybody. It's like you're the ultimate middleman. Like you're the person between the guy with the money and the idea. And, that's a great space to be in, because you're able to connect and take so much information in, but you just got to be intentional about, your conversations behind the chair. And when I started doing that, I started getting so much free knowledge. I'm like, I can't take none of this for granted. I actually have to, produce from this. Like, this is stuff that people pay thousands and thousands of dollars for, and I'm getting it, and they're actually paying me at the end of the service. So, it makes perfect sense, but it's just kind of a mentality you have to really, use that information the right way.
Okay, so who did you learn from? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody. I told you, I learned from everybody, like from my college students to, yourself, to just everybody who sat in my chair. I've taken little bits and pieces from, and I've been able to kind of, implement it accordingly, whether it's just for a season, whether it's for, that's my whole, way that I operate. But I have just different mentors in different positions, whether it's financial advisors or, people that are good in the mental health space, or people that are good with, keeping me accountable. There's just a bunch of different clients that I've been able to connect with through barbering. But I've grown that. So now they look at me like, a business owner, not just a barber.
Okay. I think I got a good question for you. How long does it take to groom someone to become the perfect groomer?
It just
starting at the bottom. Like if they starting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it depends on how receptive they are to the coaching. You know what I'm saying? If you're coachable, it could take a month and a half. Like I said, I literally just did it. But it could take 6 months. It really just depends on, how receptive you are and how quick you implement. You know what I'm saying? Like some people stutter step and take forever to start doing it, but it's like if you just follow the game plan, do what I tell you to do. I'm promising you're going to see the positive results that you're looking for. And then when you see them, you're going to be like, dang, you was right. I'm going to be standing there like, I told you. So.
Is there a market that's like, what's the closest market to Atlanta? Because that's like the Godfather, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I mean, I'm hearing Charlotte is, I'm hearing that's the new Atlanta. I'm hearing Arizona's wide open. I'm hearing places in like Florida still, where else? LA is always a market. There's a market for everything out there. It really just depends, man. It depends on what we're trying to do, but it's money everywhere. So I can find a niche in it. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta kind of just grow and expand a little bit more.
Like LA, you know what I'm saying? Do you meet another you? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. And that's like I was talking about, and I was actually out in LA like 2-3 weeks ago on vacation real quick. And it's different. It's a different LA. But I was actually kind of just looking at different spaces and seeing what's out there. What's untapped. Is there any, my concept or my idea or something that I can, connect or relate to? And I really didn't see it. So that might be a market.
You tap in and get some dollars out of for sure.
No, facts.
Big money too.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like, because people are used to spending money out in LA, so they would value high-end services and high-end experience from what I see. But that's just me doing more research and kind of figuring out, what's worth it. Should I go to Texas before I go to LA? Should I go to Texas, Arizona before I go to LA? Like, just kind of putting a game plan together.
So how do you feel like, how do you tell someone like the face taking their prices from $15 and $20 to $40, you know what I'm saying, for exclusive services, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's really just valuing the client and giving them the multiple things they need, not just the haircut, so really focusing on the hair, the skin, the beard, just different areas of wherever you're going to be working on, and finding out solutions again. So whether it's thinning, whether it's you have, light spots, whether it's you want more fuller look, whether you have dry skin, like just identifying the specific needs for the client and then providing a solution. So at that point, you literally become more valuable. You have to charge more. Mm-hmm. So once they see the results, they're like, well, shit, I mean, I've never seen these results before. And then once they do see it consistently, they don't mind paying you. But at first, it's going to be a little different. But again, you got to be in a conducive environment. You got to be consistent with the education. You got to make sure that you know what the hell you're talking about. And then they just got to see the results. That's it. When clients see results, that's what they pay for.
Definitely. If it's a regular barber shop, you know what I'm saying? I know growing up, you just go in there, get your hair cut, get out. But now, right, especially coming to Atlanta, I'm like, they like, what you paying, P? I tell them, I'm like, yo, I get my hair washed.
Yeah.
Like, bumps pulled out the face. I get cleaned. I get, what I'm saying? It's different. It's a luxury. They like, well, your cut is crazy. At first, I remember when I first came, when I used to cut in Snellville, I was like, yo, this chick washed my hair before I got it cut. Yeah.
Right. Little stuff like that. I mean, it adds value, but at the same time, it's beneficial for the client. So, it not only feels good, but you're going to get a better result on the haircut. And then your hair is going to start getting healthier. You're going to start seeing a change. Stuff might start growing that wasn't growing before. Just different things that add more value to you coming and just getting a cut.
And you know what happened that next week? I think you went out the country and got pink eye.
I did. I went to DR.
That was crazy. I was like, yo, yeah, we've been rocking a minute, bro.
Yeah, dang.
I got another one.
Yeah.
So how does someone get on, like I said earlier, you were the head barber, I don't know, lead barber, whatever that is on Atlanta. How does somebody get to that point, or how do you get to connect to be able to get on a show like that?
Man, networking. Yep, just like chapter 2 in the book, networking. It is really important, and effective networking at that. Like really going in and when you go to these events, passing out cards, getting contact information, following up with people after you meet them. Like that's important too. A lot of people just got a stack of cards from all these events that they go to. Yeah, I'm out networking, but it's like you didn't really make any genuine connections with anybody. You just got a whole bunch of cards. So that's it. I've just been building. I've been doing right by people and building my level of trust. Again, another chapter in the book, chapter 3. Building, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is stuff that I practice and I preach it, and I know that it works. But, you know, the more that people trust you, they will put you in positions that you never thought you'd be in. And then you just got to do your job. That's it. So that's what happened. For anybody who I guess is looking to do more set work, like, I mean, reach out to me. I definitely got some connections, because I probably won't be doing any, you know, moving forward. But I have some great mentors in that space. I have some great peers that are in that space that are killing it. And they're always looking for backups or somebody that they need to have as an assistant, and just getting in there. Because at first, before I even worked on Atlanta, I did some assistant work with my guy Tariq on Barbershop. I was actually in one of the scenes in Barbershop, 2, 3, one or two. But from that turned into just me kind of getting an idea of what being on set is like, the etiquette, the different, you know, expectations, the different things that you got to do being around celebrities, you know, stuff you can't do. And then I just got an opportunity, you know, and I did what I had to do, and I made it make sense. So, yeah.
So was that fun? Is it busy work? How is that?
It was definitely fun, but it was different. And, you know, I think it's all, like I said, all of the stars are aligned when it comes to like people that are doing the right things and working hard or whatever. Like, we would have set times at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and they would be an hour and a half away. You know what I'm saying? So, but because I already am like a early riser, working up at 4 anyway, I was writing my book during that time too. So it was like a crazy, crazy transitional time for me. But it was dope just to kind of see how everything played out. I ended up moving to the city because of it, and that helped me get more access and expand my brand as well. So, you know, just taking risks and just understanding, man, that you cannot be comfortable in none of these spaces. Like, you got to push yourself, you got to drive yourself. But it was definitely dope being around so many dope, like, black men. First of all, Donald Glover, Brian T. Henry, Lakeith Stanfield, like, being around them and just kind of, you know, conversations, again, being intentional behind the chair, because I am in a position, you know, in that hair trailer when it's only 4 other people. I have my whole own section over there, and I'm getting to have conversations with the guys that maybe, you know, some of the stylists don't. And it was dope just to be able to kind of pick their brains a little bit and hear some of the things that they do and some of their practices. And it was really just dope, man, to just see people as a person. And that's how I look at all my clients. I don't look at anybody like, you know, they're a celebrity or a star. Like, you're a person at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, I can make a connection with you, and I can be very relatable to anybody. But it was great, man. I've had so many just people reach out to me after the show that worked on the show just because they see what I'm doing. And I mean, there's actors in New York and actors in LA that hit me up all the time, just checking on me, seeing how I'm doing. So that's dope, man. I said it's the best profession in the world, bro. I promise that.
Nah, that's real. So, how do you see the climate changing in grooming? Like, do you see more people doing what you're doing? Like, are you franchised? Are you?
Yeah, I definitely, right. I definitely am franchising. We plan on doing multiple locations, but we'll just probably have different forms of it. And it might be the Yizclusive Experience. It might have a completely different name, but it's going to be under the brand. And I see a lot more people getting into it, but like I said, the education is important, bro. Like, you got to be doing the right stuff. Because I know you got Instagram and you got Facebook, you got all these social media platforms to where you can kind of try to learn based off of the videos that you see. But without the proper education, you're going to end up messing somebody up. So, you know, I would definitely advise anybody who's trying to just add anything different, whether it's a facial or scalp treatment or ingrown hair removal or a coloring service, whatever, just to get the education on it and, you know, make the investment, because it makes way more sense to just be on the safe side than to just be out here trying stuff and hoping that it works. So, yes, I definitely see a lot more people getting into, you know, offering more services. It's just, you know, it's a good thing for me because that gives me more of an opportunity to help them grow. So I love
it. And you spoke about it too. So you wrote the book Entrepreneur. I'm not even gonna go that deep into it. Yeah. But how do you get up at 4 a.m. in the morning?
Gotta get it. Gotta get it. I mean, I got kids. You know, I got a girl, I got a staff, I got, you know, mentees. I got a lot of stuff going on. It's like if I don't get after it early, there's not enough time in the day for real. It is enough time in the day, but you just got to organize your day the right way. So that's why I'm sending my first emails usually around like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and just, you know, trying to break my morning down, give myself about 30 minutes just to kind of decompress and get my mind right. Really just focus and lock in. Because I know, like I said, today I got a crazy day. And then I go to DC tomorrow to do a promo video with Wade the Barber. The one he got literally famous from doing the man units.
Oh,
and yes, he made $1 million off that. So,
oh man,
yeah, I'm doing a next level learning class with him too. So I'm going out there to shoot a promo video with him, and then we coming right back. But yeah, like I said, I gotta get it and stuff like that. Flights in the morning, like you got to just prep your body and your mind to be ready to just get up in the morning anyway. Some folks, I'm not a morning person. It's like, all right. Somebody said they got $1 million for you meet them at 5. You gonna tell them you're not a morning person? Like, you got to get it.
yeah,
so,
you gotta open yourself up. You know,
yeah,
both know. We used to talk about it. That's why I asked, already knowing that you know, billionaires get up at that time, millionaires get up at that time.
Sure.
Time of, you know, early bird gets the worm.
I get the worm every time. Yep.
Do you feel like there's a ceiling? Like if somebody comes, like you said, Wade the Barber, like somebody who's already successful, so you're gonna be doing a class with him. Like, so what is it? Is it just to triple his work? Is it things that maybe everybody doesn't know? Like,
all of it, and we're not even doing, you know, because it's not even a practical class. You know what I'm saying? We're focused on the business. Pretty much, I think it's called like the six success tips or 6 steps to success to become a 7-figure barber, and figuring out, you know, how to transition into the business side, but also understanding just the different streams that you can have to add more value to the experience. Again, like I was talking about. So yeah, it triples his worth. I mean, it adds to mine, and it's different things with the way I set my classes up that are like straight to the point. I cut all the fat out. We get straight to the meat. And for me, it's way more effective for myself and also for the person that's taking the class, because they don't have any extra fluff, or they don't have to sift through, you know, all the BS about me telling my life story. Like, I literally get straight to it so I can help them, and they can go back and immediately implement. Just like, it's crazy. D Battle, he hit me yesterday, and he was telling me like, hey man, one of my clients is having a wedding or something like that, and I tried some of the new services and the products on him, and he loves them. And he literally just came and took the class yesterday. He's like, yeah, I'm about to re-up on some of that products that you had, the shampoo and conditioner. So I'm like, that's what you got to do. Literally get the return on your investment. I gave you all the jewels. I sent you notes. You got a post-class assessment. You know what I'm saying? You got a certificate of completion. Like, that stuff, use it. You get marketing material, videos, all that stuff. So, yeah, man, it's going up, bro.
I'm proud of you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro.
Being there from a little bit at the beginning, you know what I'm saying, to when it's just, I mean, I actually did see you create the class. So that's
definitely did.
But taking barbers into grooming, I think is very important. I think you're doing something great. I love you, brother.
Thank you, bro. I love you too, man. Appreciate all the consistency and pushing me, all that. I mean, you just staying on top of me and holding me accountable for, you know, doing what I need to do and giving me the opportunity to do this. Like I said, I'm just thankful that I got people that are still pushing, like during pandemic and pushing during COVID, because this shit can be depressing, man. People are really going through it, and they're like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you know, if you got the right mentality, you like, fuck it, I gotta do what I gotta do. So that means you gotta get it regardless. You got kids, got people, you know, leaning on you and got expectations, so you know, can't let them down.
Yeah, you out here making 6-figure monsters, bro. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir. It says 7 figures coming soon.
7 figures, yeah, I love them. If they aiming for 7, they definitely gonna fall on 6 at the least.
Absolutely. So, for sure.
Creating these soldiers out here, man, and I'll be hollering at you later, man. And you know, I got a few demands, you know, but that's it.
Yeah, say less.
All right, brother. We'll link.
I'll holler at you, bro.
All right.